Peace, peace, peace. Yeah, we got another one in the building. Peace, peace, peace. So, yep. Last week was, last week we put it down. We was putting it down. If you see that, the camera is a little low, that's because I don't have my stuff with me. My leveler or the thing that my laptop rests on. So we we're gonna, hey man, look, man. Damn, it looks like it's lagging. What's going on? Looks like my all right, what the hell's going on with my laptop? All right, I think we back in the building. Okay, I think we back in the building. Hold on, let me see if go. Peace, peace. Yeah, man. Yeah, shit. I don't know what the hell's happening. What's going on? All right, so okay, the audio is looking good and shit. Yeah, man. Like shit. What's going on? All right. I definitely need to get some new headset because this shit's hella old. And, yeah, but anyways, let's get back to it. Yeah, man. Yeah, peace. So, shit. Yeah, hold on. Let me get everything in order. Let me get. All right. So we got let me get everything in order for a nice build. Indeed. Yeah, I don't know if yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with this if the internet is tripping or something. Or if it's slow, but yeah, peace. Oh shit, hold on. I completely forgot to put the light on. Hold on. All right, peace, 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 peace. Yep, yep. We in the building. We in the building. Yeah. So, well, we hit 200 subscribers. So for sure, we hit 200 subscribers. Yeah, it was after that Minister Freedom interview, and Law Infinite shared that interview, and he, yeah, man, got a huge boost in subscribers. So shout out to him, appreciate it. And shout out to all the interviews and the interviewees last week. It was a busy week for the Wise Wednesday channel. We did 3 interviews in 1 week. You know, actually, no, I think it was only two. Yeah, we did 2 interviews in 1 week. 2 interviews by himself, because Dark Kim's interview was 2 weeks ago, and Knowledge Born's interview was a week ago, and then Minister Freedoms was on Saturday. So peace, peace. What I meant was that we went on 3 times last week, so 3 lives. It was Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So peace, peace, indeed. So peace, peace, everyone. Let me share out some stuff. Make sure people get what they need to get. Let's see. All right, so yeah, so peace, peace to everyone that's watching. Make knowledge born, and let's get it. We I sent out a post in the community tab, and asking people what should the topic be today, and nobody hit that up. So we just gonna go with the flow. We just gonna go with the flow. Normally haven't had to wait 20 minutes to get into a build. Um, people like kind of automatically in there. But I guess we got to go back to how things was. So let me check some things out right quick. So right, the audio's good. That's peace. That's peace. All right, so let's get into it. Now or when? You see, today's supreme alphabet. It's now, nation, or in. That's what I got. Right. And we always say the time is now. And there are some times where the time is now to act, or the time is now to plan how you're going to act in the future. And you got to be able to discern which one is needed. See what I'm saying? So you got to use your power of discernment to know when to activate that. So, for example, right? So there's some times where now is not the best time to act. You see what I'm saying? So, let's say we're taught to do the knowledge. Now, let's say somebody comes up to you and say, "Oh, well, this person over here said something about you," right? And the person's not in the vicinity. So, it's like, okay, you can act right then. You get what I'm saying? Based on what this person told you, or you can peace ABG divine, peace to the God. How you living, Lord? So as I was saying, you can determine or discern when's the best time to act. You know what I'm saying? So hold on, let me turn that down. All right, hold on. Okay, cool. Let me kind of fix some of this audio I'm hearing in my headset. So, anyways, yeah. Um, so now the time is always now to do something. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's putting something into activation now or planning to do something in activation, you see, we write our history in advance. You see what I'm saying? So even if it's writing your history in advance, that's not the same thing as living your history in advance. You get what I'm saying? Because there's certain things that you have to see. The body is trapped in six. Peace, knowledge I got Allah. Peace, G. So the body can only take it one day at a time. You see what I'm saying? The body can only go one day at a time. 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, you know, it can be in the present, the right now. However, the mind doesn't have that same limitation. See, I can think about stuff I did last year at this exact moment last year. I could think about that. I could travel in time right now, right? While I'm doing this live right here. You can see me with your eyes, but my mind can travel back in time. See, so physically I'm restricted to be right here. I can't travel back in time. This physical composition can't go back a year ago. That's not what I'm this body is capable of. So the time is always now. See what I'm saying? Um, but for the mind, you see, the mind, we can plan ahead. We can travel ahead and see, okay, the finished product is born, right? So then now I can go from born to knowledge and see each step how I got to born. You see what I'm saying? I can't do that. Can't do that with the body. You see, let's just say, um, let's say I want to write a book, right? And in my mind, I'm like, okay, boom. I can see in my mind the finished product. This is the title. That's how it's going to go. This is how many pages, all that stuff. And then I can work from born back to knowledge and, retrace the steps, right? But physically, I can't do that. I can't skip the steps from born. I can't produce a finished product of that book before I did the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, before I took the steps to born it out. You see, it doesn't just appear in my hand like this. That'd be magic. And then retracing the steps. You see, you can do that mentally, but you can't do that physically. You see what I'm saying? So the time is now or when. You see now or when. Peace, peace, peace. How do y'all see that? Now or when? You see, because I don't advocate being reactionary. See, when you're reactionary, you you always a step behind, at least a step behind, if not more. So how do y'all see that? How y'all see now or when? That's a play on the supreme alphabet, now nation or in. So how do y'all see now or when? Let me turn this. Hold on, let me turn this off. I was on mute. So Shaka Nulu in the building. Peace. Now slash when equals time. All right. So build on that, Shaka Nulu. Peace. Peace. Jarrell Boylan. Peace. What's the science? We build on now or when. And for those that wanna build in sound, the link is right there. Y'all could click the link and you could come in and give your C. I know sometimes we're limited by the characters in the chat, so that frustrates things. And that's peace. That's peace. 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 Remind me your righteous name. G. Is it like self? Uh, I don't want to get it wrong, but peace. Peace. I got a question. All right. Peace. Self born Allah. Peace. Peace. Pardon self. Indeed. Peace to God. Peace to the gods and earths, also civilized people. Peace, Malik Low. How you living, G? A self-born. How long you had the knowledge? First, first things first. Go ahead, ask your question, and then we can build. When did the borning out of supreme mathematics come about? I don't know because I wasn't physically there. I don't know when that happened. Now dealing with presence, peace, peace. First introduce and born knowledge. That's peace. That's peace. All right. So when did the borning out of supreme mathematics come about? Yeah, I don't know. That's um that's one of those things that when you're living life, you unless somebody's um writing the history, like, oh, okay, today I did this. You see, today I did this, or today Allah did this, or the Black Messiah. Unless we have people that are um, noting the significant things that happen day to day or week to week or whatever, it's not clear. At least in my studies, I don't know. Now, someone else could know, but I don't know that. You know, I don't know that particular history. And there's some things that if it's not a clear cut answer, I just kind of leave it alone. You see what I'm saying? Then you kind of dealing with beliefs. I know why I do it. I could build on why I do it. I don't really know when some because right quick, and then we can go past it. One of the things that I was and that's my stance somewhat on it. All right, that's peace. One of the things that I was kind of told and see for myself is that the devil got the original people to argue about um, who was the first person. That's one of the biggest things. Oh, well, who was the first person? Who was the very first person? You're not going to be able to find that. You see what I'm saying? Um, when did certain things come about? You're not going to find out. What's the first language? Like, it's certain things that when did something first happen? It's like, look, man, we we all live in life. That's peace. That's peace. Appreciate the question. Understand. That's my stance somewhat on it. Would you? Oh, would I build on why? Okay, so um, I was always taught to bring it back to the simplest form. You see what I'm saying? So the supreme mathematics, bring it back to the simplest form, and to keep things simple, right? So in my mind, to keep things simple and bringing it back to the simplest form is to bring it back to the single digit mathematics. You see what I'm saying? Because in the supreme mathematics, at least mine, I have 10 principles. You see what I'm saying? There's not, there's not a separate principle for 10 or 11 or 12, 50. You see, there it's not a separate thing. 20 is wisdom at a cipher. See those, yeah, like break it down fractions. You see wisdom at a cipher, those are two principles in supreme alphabet or pardon self supreme mathematics. You see, so then you bring it back to the simplest form, that's wisdom. So in my mind, I don't I don't see like today is knowledge, culture, freedom. And then I born it back to power of refinement because I don't like, okay, so the alphabet, the 14th principle is now nation in, right? So it's not okay, boom, equality. You see what I'm saying? So that's not the same thing. In the supreme alphabet, there's 26 principles. You see what I'm saying? That's a language, right? So the 14th is something completely different than the fifth one. Whereas the 14th in the alphabet is not different than um than 1 and 4. You see what I'm saying? Because that's knowledge culture compared to in the alphabet that's and uh Allah and divine or destroy in mine at least. So you see those are different. That those are different things. So like I said, to draw all that up, just keep it simple. Put it back to the simplest form. When did you get the knowledge? Time. Now that you have the knowledge, what you gonna do with it? Time. Peace. Shaka Nubu. Look, man. Hey,
I speak for the 5 he do.
peace. Like breaking down fractions, indeed. Uh Self said, I've seen it done both ways, and in general, I recognize supreme mathematics and alphabet as tools to manifest righteousness as peace. Keeping it simple is not borning or adding up the day's mathematics. Leave it as is. Today is knowledge culture. That's it. Um, okay, I mean, if that's how you see it, ABG Divine, that's peace. That's how you see it. That's peace. Right? So because if I born it out, I change the date. The dates change daily. And then you go back to knowledge anyway. So then what happens like, okay, well, so okay, there's 365 days. Do you then continue? So when January is finished, do you go to the understanding wisdom or understanding knowledge? Do you continue or do you start over? Because there's 365 days. Are we are we are you saying you're bound to the calendar? What time does your day begin? What time does your day end? No, I got you. I got you, self. Peace, peace. I actually understand that as well. Indeed. No, I mean like today's supreme mathematics is knowledge culture. No, I mean today's date. No, I got you. I got you. Continue. No, for a movement. All right, so let's we can build on this. Today's date and today's supreme mathematics are totally different things. Yeah, we're talking about today's mathematics and borning mathematics out. So then are you saying that knowledge culture, you in your supreme mathematics, you have knowledge culture? In your supreme mathematics, how many principles is in your supreme mathematics? Is does your supreme mathematics go up to 31? So let's go back up. Let's go back up to here. So peace. Keeping it simple is not boring or adding up the day's mathematics. Leave it as it is. Today is knowledge culture. That's it. Okay. I see what you're saying. For me, it's keeping it simple, and also don't forget I said taking it back to the simplest form. Don't forget I said that. That's what I said first. So taking it back to its simplest form. You see what I'm saying? Because again, that's how you correlate. That's how you correlate things. You see, for example, today is the 14th. So there's no 14th degree in the 1 to 10. So then is the 1 to 10 obsolete now? It doesn't apply anymore? Or then are we going to be like, okay, well, we're going to take it down to the fifth? At least that's that's how I do it. 36 keys, math and alphabets. Yeah. Okay. That's a no-no? That's ha, 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 that's funny. Peace, peace. Peace. Today's supreme mathematics is knowledge culture, all being born in power or refinement. Peace. All being born to, that's a no-no. This what you see, this isn't this it's not like one of those major cultural builds, but it seems like it's heading to that, you know. So all being born into just, Allah didn't teach that, someone else did. How do you know ABG Divine? How old are you? Did you meet Allah, ABG Divine? 50. Yeah, so that means Allah already returned by the time you was born. How you know what he taught and didn't teach? Oh yeah, and for the record, I do not make a big deal if folks born it out or not. No, that's peace. That's peace. You see, the thing is, this is something to build on, and this is peace. You see what I'm saying? It's that I can show and prove what I'm saying. Now it's on you to take it or leave it. That I'm gonna keep built, borning out my mathematics. Okay, that's peace. Indeed, there are those still around that were here with Allah, and they all said he didn't teach that because you know there's been plenty that people haven't agreed on. No, and that's peace. I don't deny that. I met his mind through those that walked with him. Indeed. That's why I don't get caught up in, oh, Allah didn't teach that. Because you know, unless you was there and nobody was there 100% of the time with him. Because he's a grown man and these are young men. So nobody was with him 100% of the time. As a man in my 30s, right? I don't have teenagers hanging around with me all the time. Even if I'm teaching them, there's some things that look, man, I got to do on my own. You see what I'm saying? Okay, and that's peace. Let's hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back up. All right. That's peace. Look, Allah didn't teach that. That's peace. You know, people we're supposed to add on. If you don't see the benefit of born out your mathematics, that's peace. That's peace. See, I gave my reason why I do to bring it back to the simplest form because there's 10 principles in supreme mathematics. See what I'm saying? So I bring it back to the simplest form. So then I would have to ask you, why don't you? Is the answer because Allah didn't teach that? He didn't teach YouTube either. He didn't teach texting. He didn't, I don't know if he taught doing your taxes. And there's a whole bunch of things that Allah didn't teach. All right, so smell goods. I see that as now being the time. TIME. We alive human families have in common. With the knowledge of our culture, we have the ability to use our energy, strength, and force to make things better. When? Now. Peace. Hold on, hold on. Peace, peace, peace. Right. So the question is who and when, time, peace. Yeah, I'm reluctant to be pontificating what Allah did and didn't teach. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You didn't know that? Indeed. Look, hey, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. So I'm not going to tell you what the man taught and didn't teach because then we would have to rely on what other people said. And look, man, hey, it's over 50 years ago. I'm not going to rely on what, the memories of certain people. So then I'm not going to make that statement. Allah didn't teach that unless I was there with him, or at least, in the physical with him, building with him. And then I can ask him. Yeah, you just separated it. You said we will deal with knowledge and culture. Those are two principles. And knowledge and culture, what's next? All right, so numerous gods for the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I got corrected by those that were around, yet many still do it. I don't. Oh, that's peace. That's peace. Like I said, I'm going to continue to do it because I see the benefit for myself. I also, numerous gods from the well, 70s and 80s I built with that, did do it. You're going to find that no matter what. Because it's not like, I can build with older brothers from the 60s, 70s that, that they'll say one thing and then another say another thing. See what I'm saying? So I chose the best part for myself. All right. You got sound effects. my mellow. I don't because if today's mathematics is knowledge culture, we deal with knowledge and culture. That's it. Simplest form for me. If I say all being born to, that is not today's supreme mathematics. Okay, that's how you see it. Like you said, today's date in the supreme mathematics is different. So, that's peace. Let's not forget Robert Walker was around in the 60s. Okay. This is why a lot are all being born to even today. So you saying that they got that from Robert Walker? Because that was almost 60 years ago. So are you saying his teachings is still within the 5%, even though some of the firstborns was there and some of the first people was there? So they didn't weed that out? Here's the point. It came from someone and must have worked for some people and didn't terribly corrupt or obliterate the 5%. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna keep doing it because it works for me. Hell no what? Are you saying hell no it didn't come from Robert Walker? Yeah, so like I said, yeah, and saying those types are still around. Okay. Why did you bring that up, ABG Divine? Unless you're saying that all being born comes from Robert Walker, why would you bring that up? You said let's not forget Robert Walker was around in the 60s, and then you said this is why a lot are all being born too, even today. So are you saying that that came from Robert Walker? Because those two, what he tried to do and putting all being born to those, that's yeah, that's not comparable. Nobody's saying Allah and the wisdom body. And again, so I asked the question, right? Um, so after January, do you continue to the 31st, the 32nd? Do you keep going as the day progress or the year progress? Do you keep going or do you go back to knowledge? Because then you're telling me it is about the date. Because if you're gonna keep going, then, it's not about the date. Now you're telling me it's about the date. You're saying, "Oh, it's the 1st of February." Then it's about the date. I'm saying the deluge the okay, that's peace. What does that gotta do with what we talk about? All being born too. Yeah. Peace to the nation of gods and earths and all the human families of the planet Earth. Peace, peace, peace. And no, I got you, ABG Divine. I know there's people like that. I know there's people like that. Did you see my other comment? Oh, what other comment, Shakanulu? Oh, it's exercising, if anything. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, let me look up. I just saw your. So the question is who, and when time. Okay. In a very real sense, we lose time splitting hairs and atoms over suck matters and open up neglect to more serious things like the family, the household, which is a basic structure of civilization. What's the build about? We kind of got caught up in all being born too. we, uh, well, you keep saying all I'm saying is just say what you mean. So all I'm saying is you have to apply 85%, 10%, and 5% to this nation as well. Okay. So is the all being born crowd, is that like the 85%? Are we talking about a different thing now? Because if we are, then okay, that's peace. But if we're still talking about all being born to, I'm not seeing where this correlates to all being born, unless you're saying the people that say all being born is like 85 or even the 10%. What's wrong with all being born? You call it, I will spoil it. Okay. Well, ABG Divine said, you know, all matter of fact that Allah didn't teach that. And yeah, I asked, how does he know? Was he there? And yep. So that went down we went down that. And it's good to have these kind of conversations because okay, what's your reasoning behind stuff? So for me, what's your reasoning to say all being born to? Are you just saying it just to say it? Do you have a reason to say it? Yeah, we're talking in circles at this point. So you know, do you have a reason to say all being born to? And yeah, I mean, as long as you can show and prove it and it's right and exact, then it's peace. I never said that, okay, this came from a law. Again, there's people in this nation that added on. Allah didn't Allah didn't he's not the one that started to show and prove. So other people added on to things and it's been peace. You see what I'm saying? So now of course that's not necessarily the same thing. That's not necessarily the same thing. You see? So how I practice the supreme mathematics, is working for me. You call it, I will spoil it. Yeah. Peace. Allah's 5% nation of gods and herbs. The 5%. Dallas, Texas. In the building. Peace. 704 Joe. Man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I remember you from Dark End. Yeah, we're talking in circles at this point. So yeah, let's build on something else. That was that was peace. That was peace. It was a good topic. like I said, these conversations are important because okay, why are you saying what you're saying? Let's get to the bottom of it. You see what I'm saying? You need to be able to show and prove everything you say. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. And then sometimes, okay, we agree. Okay, that's peace. You can do that. That's not what I'm going to do, but you can do that. That's peace. And then, we keep pushing. So they have agreed that the only God is the Son of Man. So they lose no time searching for that does not exist. Peace. He was here roughly 5 years. Indeed. And in those 5 years amongst us, he wasn't here 5 consecutive years amongst us. Understanding is the best part as long as you see what is being manifested according to math. I don't trip, I understand. Indeed, that's peace. And I understand it. We don't want to get too far away. We don't want to get too far away from the root. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, indeed, indeed. That's peace, that's peace. So yeah, the build was now or when, and what does that how do you see that? Yeah, so how do y'all see the title now or when? If it's not agreed upon amongst the God, okay. All right. If it's not agreed upon amongst the gods, you around you will know. One, that's how we do in our culture. Two, indeed, true indeed. You see what I mean? And we know what not knowing our culture is about, and that's the 85%. You see what I'm saying? Today's degree. The uncivilized people, poison animal eaters, slaves of mental death and power. People who do not what? Know who the true living God is or their origin in this world. Now let's hold on. Let's right there. Let's pause right there. They don't know who the true living God is or their origin in this world. You see what I'm saying? So one, they're not aware who the true living God is, and two, their origin in this world. Now, we can talk about, being, of a culture. The culture is I God. The culture is I self Lord and Master. You see, the Nation of Islam has no set birth record. It is older than the what? Indeed. So when they don't know their origin in this world, they don't have the knowledge of their culture. So then they'll never be able to free themselves because they don't have the power. They don't have the ability to free themselves because they don't have the what? The tools because they don't know. Yep. The title is Now or When. Peace. When will they let you know? Right now, right away. Yeah, the time is now. Now you don't have to always act now, right? Because you can be presented with new information. You can be presented with new information, and the time isn't necessarily now to so say someone asks you a question that you don't have the knowledge to that that topic. So you can give the answer right now, like, okay, well, I don't know right now, but let me go research. Let me do the knowledge, and then I'll get back to you. Right. So that's giving the opportunity to answer. Okay, well, bam. All right, I don't have that that C right now, but later on, I'll come back prepared. See what I'm saying? So the time is now, right? But that doesn't mean you have to act now. You see, we also write our history in advance. So we can write our history. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Like me, I got a weekly planner behind me over here. These are my goals for 2022. They're small because it's the end, and up there is my goals for 2023. You see what I'm saying? So I write my history in advance. You see what I'm saying? So I wrote these down. Now, um, some of y'all wasn't on here when I was building on it. Um, but like I was saying earlier, is that the body is limited to six, right? So my body can only be here at this moment. You see what I'm saying? At this moment right now. Well, whereas my mind, I'm looking in the camera and stuff, my mind can wander off to what I was doing last week. You see, my body can't travel that way, but my mind can. And my mind can travel into the future, thinking about, okay, some of these goals that I got going on. Okay, so I'm starting at born and going back from, born back to knowledge to reach to think about those steps that I gotta do to achieve my goal. So, yep, peace now or win. Now is an order that must be carried out in real time. Let's not put off what we can do today for tomorrow. Indeed. Peace, 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 peace. Yeah. Peace, peace, peace. See, self said now is immediacy. When could be revelatory. Okay. When could be revelatory. Now I'm working on this essay or project. When it's done, my point can be shared with other. Indeed, okay, that's peace. Now is immediacy. When, right? When could be revelatory. Now I'm working on this essay or project. When it's done, my point can be shared with others. Peace, peace, peace. Dropping it, dropping it. It's peace. Peace, self. Peace, self. Dropping it, dropping it. By not knowing where you come from, one never knows when they can change their life, their way of life, culture. Now is always the time to change from your old destructive ways. Indeed. Peace, peace, peace. So, the other degree today, in the 1 of 14, was the meaning of MGT and GCC, right? So one, you see what I'm saying? So okay, in the 1 of 40, it talks about the 85% not knowing their origin in this world. Right? Hold on, let me get some water. Peace. And MGC, uh, MGT and GCC for itself. Um, so uh, how to keep a home, how to raise their children, how to keep their husband, how to act at home and abroad. You see what I'm saying? So a part of that is, knowing and being taught how to do these things. You see, just like as a 5 percenter, we say that you got to walk with God. You got to walk with the earth. You see, but let's focus on the God right now. You got to walk with God to, sow, cook, act, how to act the home and abroad. Indeed, you see. So that sowing, right? Oh, yeah, indeed. Let's get down there. All right, peace, peace. You all will have to pardon me. I have to retire for the night to prepare for work tomorrow. Peace, peace. Appreciate you coming on. Peace, peace, self. So smell goods, right? Um, yeah. So that's dealing. Let's deal with culture freedom, right? So freedom is self reliance, and and having the tools to sow, right, is a way that you can rely on yourself. Okay, so every time you get a rip in your pants, you don't gotta keep buying new pants. You see, we was society, right? The common person was more reliable on themselves around let's say the Great Depression era. Because and you will see some of the remnants of those people like the baby boomers, they're more likely to uh hoard shit like the queens old earth, you know people like the baby boomers like to hoard shit, generally speaking, because their parents went through the Great Depression and times were hard. So that let's say for example nowadays that mayonnaise jar, okay, that mayonnaise jar could be used for other things. We don't have to throw that mayonnaise jar away. So, being able to sew is to be able to reuse what you already have. That's a tool that you can, okay, bam, we use what you already have, get some needle, thread, bam. Or because there's a hole in the knee, don't mean you got to throw it away. You see what I'm saying? Then you become caught up in having to always keep up with the the change of times, the fashion, all that stuff. Indeed. All right, let's oh shit. Indeed. So peace, we got anything else we want to build on? It seems like it's a quiet night tonight. Everybody must be getting ready to go Christmas shopping or some shit. They're out there getting last minute gifts. When we sew, it's not always about clothes. It's sometimes about making relationship connections abroad. Ooh, wee! Ooh, peace, peace, seven power. Look at man, look, you dropping it. Indeed, and also, right? Sometimes when you're able to sew really well, you can, sew up some wounds, some gunshot wounds. You hear me? So, how to act at home and abroad can be seen as lacking knowledge of their culture, and turn up culture being the replacement. Yeah, how to act at home and abroad and not like abroad. Yeah, I mean, when you lose the knowledge of yourself, you also need to learn how to, hence destroy powers. Yeah, I can see that, G. You could take it any which way. You see, they have to be taught how to act at home and abroad, and that's that's to create the right soil for certain things to be planted. Yeah. Okay. All the human families of the planet Earth must be united. United in what? Seven power. And does that mean like Noah's Ark, every two from each human family, or every seven from each human family? Or are we saying that every single person in each human family has to unite? Do we have to break that down into each tribe too? Because what if someone doesn't? What if, for example, what if the British don't appreciate that you picked the Irish to represent the white human family? Or what if the Irish don't appreciate you picking the British? Does it have to be a different tribe? Whoops, by himself. Hit the damn the desk. All right, but yeah, this is this peace, this peace. Yep, mathematics will allow us to make friends all over the earth. Indeed. Oh shit, I kinda it's peace, it's peace. Smell goods. By having these lives, you spread knowledge of and about our culture, which leads people in the right direction. That's peace. That's peace. As long as this is not where they stop. They, if whoever's watching and you want to be a 5 percenter or feel like you're a 5 percenter, you must be amongst the gods and earths. You have to be a part of this nation, to be in this culture. You cannot be in the middle of butt fuck nowhere and saying and just keeping this to yourself. A lot of people say there's no gods where I'm at. Okay, well, once you get this right, go make 5 percenters. That's what Allah did. He didn't say, "Oh, well, there's no 5 percenters." No, he made them. He didn't say, "Oh, I don't, I left the Nation of Islam and I ain't got my own nation, so I'm gonna just chill." No, he created his own nation, and his nation is still alive today and still building. So, do we have any topics we wanna change it to? We wanna build on something else? Appreciate that. Truce. Uh, appreciate that. Smell goods. So I got a question for you guys. Did you guys do your Christmas shopping? Did you guys get your Black Friday shop-a-thon on? Did you tackle that old lady for the last PlayStation 5. I don't even know which PlayStation they're on right now. I guess this is a slow night. You know that oh, okay. I mean, peace. I'm not able 7 though. If I was, I wouldn't. uh okay, that's peace. Just not there with it anymore. Yeah, nah, I for a couple of years after getting the knowledge, I try to hold on. Well, not even hold on to the holiday. It was just like, okay, well, the babies, and sometimes we kind of make excuses like, okay, well, the babies, blah blah blah. But I buy my children stuff year round. I don't need some specific day to tell me when to buy something for my kids. That's like Valentine's Day. I don't need some day, some commercialized day to tell the queen I love her. Oh man. Yeah, we real slow tonight. We might have to yeah, we might have to cut this one short. True indeed, plus mine is grown now. Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm like, you know what? Because it was the last year I really did something. It was like what, maybe 5 years ago? And so I bought this Xbox One. This is around the time it didn't when not when it first came out, but it was like a couple of years, in the game. I never buy stuff that just came out, you know. And I bought it, and I don't know if it was like a few $100s, right? So I'm like, okay, bam, I'm playing the game. Actually, it had to be more than 5 years ago. Yeah, it had to be more than 5 years ago. So I'm playing the Xbox, I'm just all up in it. And it's like, okay, I got shit to do. You see what I'm saying? And this not even when I was really that busy. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm spending way too much time playing this video game. And this I was playing Madden. This is when I was watching football because I don't watch NFL anymore. So this is when I don't think I was watching football, but I was playing the Madden game, I think. So I was like, all right, well, I had the Xbox like three days, maybe 2 days, and I was like, all right, man, I'm taking this shit back. So I took it back, and the money I got from it, I used to buy my nieces and nephews and other people's kids gifts. And I remember I spent $1,000 on these gifts. I'm talking about, easy bake ovens when they came back. They came back with a vengeance. I bought a whole bunch of other stuff. And in a couple of months, they wasn't even using it anymore. I'm like, hold on. Because there was a report. I gotta find the report. I gotta find the report. But there's a report that said that it takes months to recover what you spent on Christmas. Like a average family, right? And it could be talk about more of the more of the uh, uh income challenged families. Uh, it takes them months to recover what they spent on Christmas. Normally, people they're if they working and they have the ability, they're picking up extra shifts. They're for money and stuff, and then they figure out what their kids want, and then like bam, I man. But nah, nah. I honestly at this point I use any excuse to spend time with the family. Damn, only one person rocking with me. Peace. Well, now it's two. Yeah, consumerism is serious. Yeah, and they got you convinced that if you don't spend money, you don't care. Video games too complicated for me now. Yeah, yeah, like it's yeah, yeah, I don't, I don't play video games anymore. Not to say that I'm against it, but look, man, I got other things to do. Now, don't get me wrong, I got one of those Super Nintendo, the ones with the games already on it. Yeah, I gave that to my son. They played and stuff. Um, yeah, so sometimes I played and cause like, man, that Donkey Kong game on Super Nintendo, that was that shit. That was that shit. But yeah, yeah, God, consumerism is serious. Yeah, cause look how they turned Juneteenth. Juneteenth, they're gonna make it into a black 4th of July, and then it's gonna get all consumered out. And next thing you know, white people are gonna benefit from it. So yeah, we're gonna see that in real time. Like for me, I don't know if there was a holiday that was added on in my lifetime. I mean, like a holiday from having school off or something. Because what MLK Day that was already it's already around by the time I came around. Yeah, peace, peace, peace. So we got any questions, anything y'all want to build on? We had a nice build earlier. Yeah, that's why the 11th degree and 1 to 40 is important. Yeah, please tell us we sit up at home and wait for that Mr. God to bring you food. Yeah, emphatically now cipher. Indeed, because when and this is something I'm just thinking about right now, just going through the degree in my head because you brought it up. So this isn't like something I built on before or thought about before. Um, just looking at it a different way is me and my people who have been lost from home. And sometimes and also I'm looking at the book Roots by Alex Haley. It's a big ass book over there. So in my mind, me and my people who have been lost from home, meaning they don't have the roots. You see what I'm saying? So that's why the 11th degree in the 140 is important. Is that if you don't have roots or foundation, then you can be convinced of anything. If you don't have um, a foundation of okay, this is what this means. Like okay, this is what a man means. If you don't have that foundation, they can convince you of something else. Okay, this is what God means. You see, you ask people who's God, and they start telling you what He do. Yeah, the 11th degree is important because me and my people who've been lost from home for 379 years have tried that so-called mystery God for food, clothing, and shelter. But we received nothing but hard times, hunger, nakedness, and put out of doors. Also beaten and killed by the same ones who advocate that kind of God. No relief came to us until the Son of Man came to our aid by the name of the prophet WD4R. Peace. So, but let- let's that those people who advocate that kind of God. When you say yeah, consumerism is serious. So yeah, I mean, they advocating that kind of God too. In God we trust on our money. And people always talk about going to get the bag. Well, sometimes people be worshiping this money. So yeah, man, look, I definitely see that seven power. The 11th degree is important because the degree before that tell actually who's that Mr. God, and the degree after tells you why doesn't the devil teach that? At least that's what mine says. Why doesn't the devil teach that? Hey man, I guess it's just you and me, seven power. We could go a little bit longer, see if anyone comes in and build with us, but it's peace. We could do it. We could do it. We could carry that load all by our lonesome.
I speak for the five facilities, do.
Indeed.
I speak for the five facilities, do.
True indeed. True indeed. Hey, seven power. I never asked you, what's your favorite degree in 120? Yeah, maybe I should see mine is the culture, freedom degree, and the one of 14. At this point, most people, well, I don't know. I got a whole bunch of new subscribers. And I thought this being the first live since I got a whole bunch of subscribers, man, a whole bunch will come on and we will nah. And it's peace, Malik Low. Peace, peace. Pardon self, I had to take a phone call. Hey, you all good, G? You know, I ask people all the time, what's your favorite degree? And okay. My favorite degree is the first degree and the one of 10 and the one of 40. Yeah, those are who is the original man? Answer. The original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, father of civilization, and God of the universe. You know? Yeah. Tell us, why does Islam renew his history every 25,000 years? And don't get me twisted. That's the latter part of the question. You see what I'm saying? Who made the Holy Quran or Bible? How long ago? And will you tell us why Islam renews its history every 25,000 years? That's the other one the brother likes. Answer. The Holy Quran. For right quick. I was building with the gods, right? And they said, so seven power, your knowledge degree in the one of 40, does it say answer the Holy Quran or Bible was made by the original man? Because mine says answer. The Holy Quran was made by the original man, who is Allah, supreme being, black motivation. The Quran will expire in the year 25,000, 9,080 years to date is writing. The nation of Islam is all wise and does everything right and exact. The planet Earth, which is the home of Islam, is approximately 25,000 miles. So the wise man of the East, black man, makes his history or Quran to equal his home circumference by adding a year to every mile. Thus, every time his history lasts 25,000 years, he renews it for another 25,000 years. Peace. So, sometimes I can't stop myself. So, seven power. Does yours say um, answer the Holy Quran or Bible is made by the original man? Because mine just say the Holy Quran was made by the original man. Oh, original people. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that one too. Mm. It's been a while since it's been maybe a week or two since I looked at my book of life. Oh, yours says original people as well. Yeah, mine says an original man. So how y'all see that? Original people. Because what from what I got is that that was a part of the supreme wisdom. Now I could be wrong, right? But that's okay. Yours said Holy Quran or Bible. Yeah, so I was building with some of the gods, and yeah, there says Holy Quran or Bible. Now my 120, I talked about this before, but the one I got, the 120 is all on one piece of paper. And to fit that many degrees on one piece of paper is crazy. So I found that some of the words was like missing. So it's some of the stuff I had to put back in there. Like when I build with the gods and be like, okay, well, that's how yours go. That's okay. That's yours. Okay. Okay. And then, I talked to some of the people in my tree. And then, okay, I was like, all right, that's peace. That's peace. Okay. So I'm going to put this back in there. So, like, for example, in my born degree in a 1 to 10, it says, was a birth record of Islam. Answer: Islam has no set birth record. It has no beginning nor ending. It is older than the sun, moon, and stars. So, in building with brothers, I see that it says was the set birth record of the Nation of Islam. And in answer, the Nation of Islam has no set birth record, has no beginning nor ending. It is older than the sun, moon, and stars. So, yeah, there's certain things that I added in. So, when that's why I asked, does yours say Holy Quran or Bible? And the answer, mine just said Holy Quran. All right, because all comes from the original man, and mine says people, and I see that as well. Okay. All right. So history is made through time that is made from the rotation of the planet, which is the home of Islam. Indeed, that's peace. Hey, look, it could just be us three building. I ain't mad at it. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't trust that water. It's been out and open for like a damn week now. By herself, I'm interrupting the cipher. No, no, that's. Oh, oh yeah, it's peace, G. Do what you do. Yeah, do what you do. It's peace. It's peace. Yeah, yeah. So my favorite degree, like I was saying, is the culture freedom degree in the 140. And yeah, yeah, yeah. You peace, Malik. Don't worry about it. Um, I don't really meet when I ask people, I don't really meet many people that have a favorite degree that's long, like the culture freedom degree. The one of the most common is the knowledge degree, and that's right and exact because that's a hell of a degree. Both knowledge degrees actually, knowledge in 110 and a 140. Um, and just me having a longer degree that I like that culture freedom degree, and yeah, yeah. All right, so yeah, it's a slow night tonight. We you got love for them all. Oh yeah, the degrees. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me and Knowledge I God. He called me earlier. We was building for like an hour or so. Um, he was talking about how there's certain degrees that he's more drawn to, and I can see that. I can see that because there's some degrees that have more magnetic than others. Of course, the knowledge degree, who's the original man, that has like crazy amount of magnetic because that's the degree that everything else, you know, builds on. So that degree has to be very strong because then everything else comes from that. So then, yeah. So there's certain degrees that have a whole bunch of magnetic. Peace, peace, VC realm. Peace, peace. Yeah, we just talked about our favorite degrees and which degrees have a whole bunch of magnetic. The title is Now or When. How you see that, VC realm? So yeah, another degree that has a lot of magnetic is the 16th degree, the 1 of 40. Okay, so the eighth degree, the 1 of 40. Okay, what makes rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes? The 30th degree. Yeah, yeah. Would you build it on the black man and the germs? That a that is an underrated uh, degree because that's you get it in the science of genes, the dominant gene and the recessive gene, and showing and proving that. Okay, so the what makes rain, hail, snow, earthquakes. Tell us one how the devil was made, and who is the original man. Okay, indeed, indeed, yeah. So that's peace. Yeah, yeah. I would say. I mean, a lot of people know why the culture degree is my favorite. That's the first degree that really challenged me. I would say outside of that one, it's the knowledge degree. 110, of course, who's the original man. Um, yeah, tell us when and how the dough was made. Um, and oh, that's your seven power. But one that I really, really like, and it was the first question I asked Dark Him. Um, it's the understanding God degree in the 140. Tell us, why does the devil teach the 85% that God is a righteous and unseen being that exists everywhere? Answer, Allah is the God on the earth and in the heaven above, and it's just and true, for there is no unrighteousness in him. He is not unseen, he is seen and heard everywhere, for he is the all I seeing. Now, that degree right there, peace, don't forget peace, that degree right there, I saw a build on YouTube and I saw how the guys was like building. I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to get to that degree." And then I finally got to that degree, and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, I like that degree. I like that degree." Now, mind you, you get to that degree, you damn near done with 120. You see, you you get to that degree, you only got 3 more until um Yeah, you don't. Yeah, yeah, indeed, Malik Low, peace. So you only when you get to the 37th degree, you only got 3 more degrees in a 1 of 40. So okay, peace, peace. Tell us how was the devil tell us how was the devil is made? Uh yeah, you missing something. Yeah, shouting out Malik degree, indeed. Oh, the 37th degree, 1 of 40 mind detect mind on that. Indeed. Like, that's something that oh, and look, man. Okay. So I'm not even going to front. I actually like majority of the degrees in the understanding ciphers. So like I could fuck with the 30th degree. It's it's peace. It's not the top 5 in that, but I like it. The 31st is cool. I would probably put it like number 7. The 32nd degree, I put it in my top 3 in the understanding ciphers because I could show and prove some stuff with that degree. You feel me? I can show and prove. Uh, you know, tell us the mental and physical power of a real devil. You see, so I could fuck with that, and then tell us what is a real devil, and that's it's peace. Can you reform a devil? It's not in my top 5. You see, tell us the exact date of the expiration of the devil's civilization. Okay, I could put it as number 6. I could put that at number 6. That's it's peace. It's peace. Look, tell us the exact years, months, and days of the devil being birthed on our planet. I put that at number 4 and number 5. Number 4 or number 5. Just because knowledge born equality, and born equality, you know, it borns, it's that. The 36th degree in the 1 of 40, bam. If you catch my drift, right? The 37th is one of my all-time favorite degrees. It's probably number 2 to the culture freedom degree in the 1 of 14. And really the culture freedom is one of my favorite because what it meant to me while getting this knowledge. Now, as far as what is in it, I would say the 37th degree is probably my favorite. Um, you know, then why did God make devil? That's a sneaky top 3 or maybe top 4. Sneaky top 3. Maybe number 2. Maybe number 2. No. No. Uh tell us what would be your reward in regards to the destruction of the devil? Indeed. The last one. That that last one got to be it. Answer peace and happiness. I would give all I have and all within my power to see this day for which I've waited 379 years. Uh, mm. Look, man, that's one that gets slept on. I've never heard, yeah, I've never heard anyone say the culture freedom cipher degree is their favorite degree, one of their favorite. That's one. I look one. The you see the wisdom ciphers, they okay. It's a little too much about the devil. It's a little too much about Yaqub and the devil. Just a little too much. I like it though. The wisdom builder destroy, it's peace. I like it. I like it. It's peace. But the understanding ciphers, look, I can show and prove a lot of stuff with the understanding cipher degrees. Once you understand the degrees in understanding cipher, look, you can show and prove a whole bunch of shit. Hey, you feel me? You can show up. Look, I get excited. Let me hold on, let me get up here. Um AIS or AIK used to be my tagger crew. Oh, okay. Uh, what's that? Law is Yeah, Shakanulu. What is AIS or AIK? Maybe I'm, being a little slow. You mean 11 degree to 1 of 14? Have you have you not heard that your word shall be bond? Yeah, what? Yeah, shall know. Yeah, I don't know what y'all talk about. Stop playing Malik. I thought you meant Malik is king, and that is the 11th letter in the. Okay. My favorite degree is the knowledge born degree of the free cipher. Okay. Okay, I see you. I see you. Yeah, interesting. My big bro, Knowledge Born, said that's his favorite too. You guys are the only one that I ever heard that said the Knowledge Born degree is your favorite. That's peace. That's peace. Yeah, that's peace. Shout out to you, 704 Joe. I agree with you 100%. A wise prince. Indeed, king. Yep. Allah. Me either. Science. Right. Yeah. All right. Peace, seven power. Peace. Peace to God. Yeah. So, there's a lot of science in the 30s. You see that sometimes gets slept on. And I see that because, a lot of people don't get past. They don't get past the 20s. Hey, look, they don't get past the 20s because um the only hard degree, uh, I, uh, you know, the wisdom build isn't hard. It's long. It's the longest degree. Um, but after you get past the nurse and what she does, the black baby, you you already damn near done with the degree. It's not even that hard. It's not that long. And that's where I talk about the flow of the degree. You see what I'm saying? The wisdom build flows easier than even the knowledge degree in a 1 of 40 because the Nation of Islam is all wise and does everything right and exact. That doesn't really flow with the rest of the degree. So, like, the Nation of Islam uh, or the Holy Quran was made by the ritual man, who was Allah, supreme being, black man of Asia. The Quran will expire in the year 25,000, 9,080 years from the day of this writing. And then I find myself wanting to skip the Nation of Islam is all wise and does everything right and exact and go straight to, the planet Earth is the home of Islam because it flows better. Now, the Nation of Islam is all wise and does everything right and exact. That kind of like stops the flow of the degree. At least for me, it doesn't flow well. See what I'm saying? So, there's a link for anyone who wants to hop on, build. Um, yeah, right now we just talk about our favorite degrees, stuff like that. And yeah, like I was saying, man, um, those degrees in the 30s to understand ciphers is, yeah, like I said, the 37th degree is probably my favorite one in in that, and there's okay. Even the fourth degree is difficult because the questions and the answers don't align, in my opinion. You're talking about the one of 14, right? Why did we run Yaqub and his maid devils from the root of civilization across the Harim Desert into the caves of West Asia, the now called Europe? What's the meaning of EU and ROPE? How long ago? What did the devil bring with him? What kind of life did the devil live in? How long before Musa came to teach them of the forgotten trick knowledge? Um, Not that one. Yep, the one of 14. Answer: because he started making trouble amongst the righteous people, accusing the righteous people of telling lies, causing them to fight and kill one another. Yaqub was the original black man, the father devil. He taught them to do this devilishment. The root of civilization is in Arabia at the holy city of Mecca, which means where the knowledge and wisdom of the original man started when the planet was first founded. We took everything from him except his own language and made him walk every step of the way. It was 2,200 miles. He went savage, lived in the caves of Europe. EU means hillside, ROPE is the rope to binding. It was 6,019 years ago. Musa came 2,000 years later and taught them how to live respectful lives, how to build homes for themselves, and some of the forgotten trick knowledge that Yaqub taught them, which was devilishment, telling lies, telling how to master ritual man. Musa was a half ritual man and a prophet who was predicted by the 23 scientists in the year one, 15,019 years ago to the day of this writing. Nah, so peace. Wise, what city you from? I'm from what we call Morocco. It's Seattle, Washington. So I'm out on the West Coast, the Pacific Northwest. Um, nah, G, that question and the answer answers directly, like line by line in the order that it says. I think that's one of the degrees that's like bam, it just do, and it does it in a way that's peace. Yeah, what do you mean, Malik Low? See, EU and ROPE part is answered after the trouble, and we made him walk. Okay, so why do we run Yaqub with his made doubles from the root of civilization across the hot Arabian desert into the caves of West Asia and now called Europe? What's the meaning of EU and ROPE? How long ago? What the devil bring with him? What kind of life did the devil live in? How long before Musa came to teach them the forgotten trick knowledge? Okay. Um, Hold on. See the EU and ROPE part is answered after the trouble and we made him walk. Yeah, because the question is before that. So why did we run Yaqub and made devils from the root of civilization? It answers that. Into the caves of West Asia, and now call it Europe. It answers that. What's the meaning of EU and ROPE? How long ago? Okay. It did it. uh, It answered that after. What did he bring with him? Yeah, okay, I see what you're talking about. Because what he brought with him, we took everything except his own language and made him walk every step of the way. Okay, I can see what you're talking about. I can see what you're talking about. Yeah, I can. Yeah, look, hey. I'm a little biased, G. You see, I'm a little biased. It's my favorite degree, so for me, it's not. You know, yeah, 704 Joe. I'm from Seattle, Washington. Hey, give it up for Seattle. Yeah, I got you protected. Look, hey, it's my favorite degree, man. Look, why you coming after my degree, G? Why you coming after my degree, G? Come on now. For me, it's peace. For me, it's peace. But yeah, look, man, you gotta go somewhere else. You gotta go somewhere else with that, man. That's my favorite degree, baby. That's my favorite degree. Peace, peace, righteous the bar, peace to the God. How you living, G? Yeah, man, Malik Low. Come on, man. You taking shots, man. Hold on. You taking shots, man. Come on now. Leave that degree alone, G. Hey, go mess with one of those other long degrees. What makes rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes? Yeah, go mess with that one. You see, yeah, man. Look, peace to the God. Peace. Hey, righteous the bar. Peace, God. How you living, G? So we was earlier we was building on the title now or when, right? And now we've been just building on what's our favorite degrees and all that stuff. Uh I'll exit exit say hey, you good, G. But yeah, if you hopping off, peace of the God. Yeah, peace, my brother, Black Savior from Morocco, good brother. Yeah, that's my big bro right there. That's um, yeah, that's my educator's educator. So he's in my tree. That's my big brother right there. Hey, shout out to Savior Knowledge. You know,
I speak for the five facility, dude.
So peace to my big brother Savior Knowledge. Yep. Indeed, indeed. So righteous the bar, peace God. How you living, G? It's been a minute. Sun, moon, and stars. Good brother. Good brother. Indeed. All right. All right. We ran the devil. It was that oh, so is that a correction? Why did we ran the devil? It's like you have to watch Elijah tapes and hear his cadence. Yeah, yeah. Elijah, hey man, look. Arabians, we ran the devil. What you talk about? Are you talking about the answer or the question? Why do we ran the devil? Are you talking about the question? So, yeah, so many trouble. Using which maybe two lines causing the fight kill. Who was the original black man father? He thought that well, nine crash. Oh wow, this guy. It's like you have to. Yeah, yeah. Elijah. Yeah, I like how Elijah speaks. I know. Uh, Sometimes the interviewers like to rush him in what he says, and he's like, "If you permit me to finish what I'm saying, you know." So across the hot Arabian desert was missing from your answer wise. Uh, so the first part you said we ran the devil. Are you talking about from the answer? So let's see. You said because it's unlike tell lies, cause fire, kill one another. It proves the original black man called the other. He got them do his fellow man through civilization. It's an Arabia. Totally said, make which means great. Started from the planet's first founding. And ran them across the Arabian desert and took everything from them. We took everything from. Ran them across the hot Arabian desert and took everything from them. Oh, so you saying so we ran the devil across the hot Arabian desert was missing from my answer? I didn't even notice that. Okay, that's peace. Down to whoa, 9 viewers. The internet's going to crash. Yeah, you spelled peace wrong. So yeah, peace to you. Yeah, 9 viewers. The internet. Yeah, you're one of those nines. I'm glad I caught your attention. Peace to you. It helped by watching. Yep. Okay. That's peace. I have to re-listen to it. That's peace. How long have you been on? How long you been on? Righteous the bar. We ran. That's the answer. Yeah. So what if you did? The Nation of Islam is all wise. It does everything right and exact. No, it's no, it's peace. Like I said, sometimes with the flow of the degree, sometimes when you're flowing, you omit some things. You see what I'm saying? Or at least I do. So no, I mean, you want to be right and exact. That's why a lot of people shy away from you know, um, saying the degrees in real time. I sue because I can, Malik Law, and there's nothing you could do about it. Oh, okay. 9, born, love it. Yeah, well, a lot of people shy away from building on the degrees live in person because you make mistakes and shit like that. But no, it's peace. We all rise and do everything right and exact. The other part or the other degrees I said was right and exact, right? Righteous the bar, and the rest of the culture freedom degree was right and exact because when it's one thing to hear, it's one thing to hear and listen to it. It's another to actually say it. I wasn't even talking to you at Sun. Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were. Oh, just a straight shooter. Oh, okay. Peace, peace. Nah, yeah, it's all love. Yeah, as I said before, yeah, man. Look, I'm talking for hours on here, so I miss something. Hey, look, I'm not really I'm not really bummed about it. But that's my brother Righteous the Bar. So that's also another reason why, it's like, okay, that's peace. I didn't even catch it. And it's crazy because even before that, I was talking about in the knowledge degree, the 140, how um, sometimes I skip past the nation of Islam is all wise and does everything right and exact. Cause it doesn't for me, it doesn't flow. Yeah, look, we should probably change the title of this live because now our win, like we've been building mainly on degrees at this point. Um, yeah, um, I could see where what you're saying, righteous the bar. Uh, but that opens up the door to there's certain things that different people got in the degrees. Either way, you must be right and exact when quoting these degrees. It that I I I can see where you're going, G. I can see where you're going. Um, yeah, because in this instance, that's right and exact. That's right and exact. Um, but in other situations, so kind of like when we talk about the 37, yeah, it's a slippery slope right there. Like we was talking about the 37th degree. That's like because some people got why, some people got what. See, so in the 12th degree, why doesn't the devil teach that? Why does the devil teach that? So, I see what you're saying. You're right. You're right and exact in this scenario. Like, okay, Like I said, I have to re-listen and then, you know, see, okay, all right. Then I say, okay, I missed that. I have to do the knowledge for myself because you my bro, but I'm still not taking on face value. So I gotta yeah, yeah, indeed. I'm gonna get to that ABG. Tell the truth. It's all love. Yeah. God keep doing what you do. Oh yeah, that's my brother right there, righteous Debar, son of the soil. That's my brother. See what I'm saying? So it's all love. Death, all love. Yeah. Please. Shit. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm getting tongue tied just talking regular. Um, ABG Divine said, "You are responsible for knowing the lessons you got, not the lessons I got. Yours could have a different word, yet doesn't change the meaning." Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's peace. Yeah, so that's why I said, when you say either way, you must be right and exact when quoting these degrees. Like I said, in this scenario, when you're saying, okay, you said I omitted something, I have to do the knowledge to it. And then if that's true, then yeah, that fits in this scenario. But all scenarios, I don't know that. I don't know. I like to say the nation of gods and earth is all wise when I call it that degree. Oh, 704 Joe throwing a monkey wrench in the plan. I see you. The nation of Islam is all wise and does everything right and exact. Yeah, indeed. Okay, so what is the next thing? Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Where did where'd that Dom person go? Yeah, where did you go? Dom to Elias Whoa, 9 viewers. The internet is going to crash. Where'd you go? Come back. I want to talk to you. I feel neglected by you. So come back. All right. Well, this one was a good mellow one. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it was this one was a good mellow one. Good mellow one. Nice, Yeah, it's a good mellow. So we got any questions, any last bills we want to talk about, anything else? I'm about to head out pretty soon. Like I said, it was a nice mellow one. Um yeah, so any oh man, my brother Bujan in the building. You coming in hella late, G. Peace to the God and earth and all civilized, impactful, and powerful work last show. Peace to the God. Peace. Yeah. Yeah, I just want to say that when we there was a poll out that said okay. Oh yeah, peace, peace, peace. So there was people that voted on who would be the next interview. The options were I See God. I think we pretty much did his interview on the I Self Lord and Master video. Then it was Lord Bernie. Then it was Tobias the Jedi. And then last one was Rock 120. So not many people voted for Rock 120. Tobias had the lead for a minute, a couple of days, and then Lord Bernie took it. So I reached out to Lord Bernie and to do an interview because you guys want to see some controversial shit, or at least whoever voted for him. Yeah. So he declined the interview, and that's his right to do so. So peace to Lord Bernie. So peace to him. So he declined the interview, and we got to figure out who we're going to interview next. You see what I'm saying? Um, so 704 Joe said, "Be careful. Them prison degrees are grafted. They be mixed with masonry and gang shit." Damn. Could you give us an example of what a prison degree says? So back. Peace to the older. I remember my enlightener asking me the 25th degree in the 136. He said, "No," I quoted. He said, "You can fool a Muslim, not God." Big lesson there. Mm, ouchie. That that yeah, that got you there. Right in the sternum. Yeah, so next we gotta figure out who we're gonna interview. You guys got any thoughts? I might mess around. We have some good options in the chat right now. Hey, ABG Divine is already famous. So yeah. Taught me to see myself in the degrees, not degree in the degrees that apply to me. Indeed, yeah. Yeah. So for me, I look for myself in the degrees, each one, and see if I'm in there. And if not, who in my life is in there that I could be interacting with. So, like for example, right, when we talk about in the second degree, why did Musa have a hard time civilizing the devil in the year 2000 BC? It was the meaning BC. So when we think about that, um, do I see myself in that degree? And if I don't see myself, who in my life is who are the characters first? I identifying the characters in the degree, right? Musa, the devil, a savage, stuff like that. Um, and Christ, though it just refers to him in before Christ. In the Asiatic world, it was in the year 11,000. So me seeing myself, civilized means to teach knowledge and wisdom to all human families upon earth. So I see myself being the one that teaches the knowledge and wisdom to all human families upon earth. But as far as the characters in there, I want to see, okay, what characters in here, who can I identify, and are any of these people that I have daily dealings with in my life? You see what I'm saying? Are they coming over and visiting and spending time with my kids? I also take the degree through the knowledge to form. Okay, I haven't seen those prison degrees or prison lessons over 10 to 15 years, but they are out there. Okay. Mm. oh shit. Mm. All right. So peace, peace, peace. Um. Yeah. Any questions? Any questions y'all got for me? Y'all got for people in the chat? We about to head off. I'll probably get off in about 8 minutes if there's another build. If not, yeah. So let me turn this down. So yeah, yeah, if anybody got any questions they want to pose to the group, they got questions for me, anything like that, ask, we can build. If not, I give it about another minute and then see you for the next one. Chill, 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 chill. Yeah. Like Malik Lowe said, peace to all in the cipher, peace to the gods and earth. All right.
I speak for the five facilities, dude. I speak for the five facilities, dude.
Yes. All right. Well, we're gonna wind this down. See, appreciate everyone that came through. Hopefully, people watched and gained some understanding and enjoyed the build. We might come back on Friday. Might come back on Friday. Last week did a lot of stuff last Friday. So two interviews and a live that was a lot. So uh I might just be dropping videos. I don't know about doing another live. We'll see. Peace, God, at wise. Yep, yep, peace. So like always, peace to the gods, peace to the earth, peace to the babies, peace to the babies, and peace to all the civilized people around the universe. Peace.
I speak for the five. I speak for the five. I speak for the five. I speak. I speak for the five facilities, dude.
Peace.